and welcome to Mia Talks Wastewater. Throughout this series of vlogs, I hope to educate you about wastewater through a range of interesting stories, facts and ideas. I'm not here to bore you with dull information. You've got books for that, so stay tuned for further episodes. Today is all about wastewater constituents, and I'll be discussing what I think is one of the most fascinating constituents in wastewater as a result of the effect that it has on the environment. Picture this. You're in Denver, USA. You go out fishing and reel in 3 fathead minnows. Look, here they are. Looks like we've reeled in 2 females and 1 male today. But actually, this isn't the case. This little guy here is actually a male too. He just looks like a female because he's been ingesting wastewater that is contaminated with estrogen. I think it's pretty incredible the effect that treated wastewater can have on these fish, especially since this chemical only needs to be in the parts per trillion range for this changes to be seen. Estrogen is a micropollutant found in wastewater. You might be wondering how it gets there. Well, like other pharmaceuticals, once humans swallow them, they remain in their waste, which makes its way to wastewater treatment plants. These constituents are highly soluble in water, so they pass through the filters and aren't removed during the treatment process. Eventually, this water flows into lakes, rivers, streams and oceans, where fish and other organisms ingest it. It has been shown through numerous studies that estrogen can adversely affect the reproductive health of fish. Male fish are most affected by estrogen, and exposure to it can cause the male fish to become feminized, and they end up producing egg protein normally synthesized by females. Often these males become indistinguishable from females, as we've shown in this case. Female fish aren't safe either. Estrogen often retards normal sexual maturation, including egg protein. Since the late 1970s, research has been done into this issue, yet we still see no treatment for removing pharmaceuticals from our wastewater. I understand that this is only one out of thousands of constituents, but the adverse environmental impacts can't be ignored. There is a real need for the development and implementation of treatment processes that overcome this problem. I think if the public were more aware of the effect that the constituents of their wastewater had on the environment, I think people would be a lot more careful about what they flush away. Although this will not stop the pharmaceutical problem, I think that an increased awareness is the first step and will lead to removal of some wastewater constituents, which may free up funds to install filters that are able to remove micropollutants from the water. I was amazed by this case, and at first I was slightly sceptical that it was treated wastewater that was altering the reproductive system of these fish and making it look like they had changed sex. Who knows what effect estrogen is having on other organisms, possibly including humans. I can't help but wonder what other stories there are out there about the effect of wastewater constituents on the environment. Please comment below if you know of any. This is only the tip of the iceberg of the wastewater constituents topic, but I hope you are inspired by this story to learn more about what our wastewater contains. Until next time, thanks for listening.